Okay, today is Saturday, January 30th, I think, 2021. Chemtrail report in Tampa Bay. Chemtrails are just crazy today, madness. I mean, the entire sky is turning into a giant pollution blanket. You can see, as far as the eye can see. There's some clear spots here, but overall it's just a giant pollution blanket from the chemtrails. But the thing I wanted to point out, and unfortunately I missed it, there's still a little tiny remnant of it here, and that you could see that three-pronged fork over there. It's a little bit distorted now. It's not so obvious that it's a three-pronged fork anymore, but before it was extremely clear and or explicit as a three-pronged fork. And the wind is blowing. It was like right up in the middle of the sky about 15 minutes ago. Now it's gone down toward the horizon a little bit, and the prongs have kind of collapsed on top of each other. It looks like there's four prongs, but in reality you can see three of those prongs reduced down to one, and then there's a fourth independent trail next to the three prongs. So that's why it looks like there's four, but it's like a grouping of three and one that are close together. Point being is that it was very explicit and very clear about 15 minutes ago that it was three coming up out of one sort of a kind of like trunk or root. And the point being is that those three planes came from the same source, and then they diverged away from each other, creating the three prongs out of one root type of a image or structure or design or whatever you want to call it. So I just thought that was interesting. I can't say that I've ever really seen that before. It's almost as if they took off at the same time, you know, like one after the other immediately, flew together like right behind each other for a while, and then started diverging after some time. So creating a really thick trunk in the beginning and then breaking off into those branches. But you can see, man, it's just, they're crazy today. Crazy. I was just watching a video that said that it's just talking more about the Biden presidency being EKAF. I gotta spell that backwards. EKAF, if you can decode that. EKAF.
Beautiful day, huh?
It's a good day for chemtrails, man. EKAF. Spell that backwards. If I say it, I might get censored. So, and that the CCP was defeated on January 28th, and that they've got videos of congressmen being arrested. And if you have a hard time with the idea that 220,000 famous people are going to be arrested, I was thinking about this. You can do the math yourself, but you know, out of 300 million people, 220,000 is about is the equivalent of 1 out of 400. So you can imagine if you were in a community of 400 people and one of them disappeared, you know, it would not really be that dramatic. So this stuff can be kept quiet very, very easily. Obviously, I don't think there's 220,000 that have been arrested yet. If I had to guess, I'd say it's somewhere in the range of 20,000. But of course, the point is that a lot of them are household names, so that's what makes it kind of dramatic. But regardless, in terms of scale, it's a very, very, very small number of people. Very small number of people. But it's also true that it only takes a very small number of powerful people to control a massively large number of people. So it makes sense that when you go to drain the swamp and to erase the corruption, that it will be a small number, right? Because it was a small number that was ruling everything corruptly and with great profound evil. You know, so to get rid of the evil is a relatively small task. It just takes somebody with the guts and the determination to go do it. So anyway, Tampa Bay Chemtrail update report, Saturday, January 30th, 2021. God bless you. Bye.